Welcome, dear viewers to FVELC channel. In this video, we'll share our impressions of the recently released movie Scream 6, tell you about the most impressive moments without spoilers, and insert a reaction from funny meme animals that conveys our emotions while watching. So, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. First of all, we'd like to start with the fact that in our previous video, where we speculated about the main killer, we were wrong. We'll leave a link to the review in the pop-up hint and video description. But in our defense, our suspects held on until the very end, and almost the entire movie all clues really pointed to them. However, Scream wouldn't be Scream if it didn't surprise us. Right up to the last act, the horror remained at the highest level, and then, it started to surprise us. But let's talk about everything in order. The beginning is beyond praise. The creators skillfully avoided the cliches of horror and thriller movies and even the previous Scream movies. In the very beginning of the movie, some assumptions about the killer were confirmed, but even in this situation, the screenwriters managed to surprise the naive viewer. The atmosphere of the movie absorbs from the first frames. It's pleasant to watch how during routine scenes unfolding on the screen, the creators managed to convey the feeling of loneliness in the global whirlpool of the bustling life of New York City. In the second act, the authors set accents, showing respect for all the previous parts and demonstrating warm feelings towards the genre's canons and the entire Scream movie series in general. In summary, the movie is filled with plot twists and Scream's signature humor in the best traditions of the franchise. The moments of attacks on the victims are particularly impressive. It's evident that the creators approached them with heart and special love. It's worth noting separately the false suspicions given to the viewers, largely thanks to the trailer. All the frames from the trailer are used in the movie, but due to a different arrangement and the insertion of additional actions between them, the plot takes on a completely different meaning. Moments of suspense and shock are consistently alternated, and false assumptions after the trailer provide a new level of impressions. As for the false assumptions provided by the events of the movie, they are somewhere pleasant, somewhere neutral, and somewhere they infuriate you to the depths of your soul, and you begin to curse the 2 hours of life given to the movie. Pleasant assumptions can be attributed to some actions at the beginning of the movie. Neutral ones, in the middle of the movie, you start to wonder if the creators could have kept the presence of Neve Campbell in the movie a secret and rewarded her with the Ghostface mask. As for the ones that infuriate, they involve the actions of some of the characters that make you want to scream at them and demand an explanation. After watching the final act of the movie, you start to question the motivation of the bad guy in the subway, the logic behind Ghostface actions, what the characters on the second floor of the theater were thinking as they were doing their actions, and how they managed to survive. And ultimately, how so much unfinished business and absurdity seeped into the ending despite the pleasant, logical, and atmospheric script that kept you engaged throughout the movie. In the first part of Scream, the highlight was that the audience puzzled over which of the bad guys was operating in one way or another. In the sixth installment, that intrigue seems to have been lost. Overall, there are many different impressions of the film. This movie is like a boyfriend or girlfriend with a maniacal tendency that you didn't realize they had. The beginning and development of the movie are like pleasant communication, romance, and flirting with a partner, but in the last 10 minutes, there is a violation, including of the viewer's logic, and you realize that the happy end was foreshadowed during the flirting, but due to rose-colored glasses and love for the parts that Wes Craven directed, you were hoping for something better. In fact, this maniacal suitor is not just one movie, but an entire franchise that started in 1996, and this partner is not just a passing infatuation but a lifelong companion to whom you have given your best years and thought you knew enough about, but suddenly revealed their terrible secret. And you either accept them for who they are or file for divorce, not expecting a 7th installment. And what emotions did Scream 6 evoke in you? Write in the comments which part of the movie is your favorite, which Ghostface is the best, and what you liked or didn't. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more reviews and reactions. Thank you for watching.